So yesterday, Kamala came out. We talked about this at the top of the show and spoke to the people after, losing the election, and she conceded. And there were a lot of responses online. I seen people on TikTok crying, and there was a lot of conversation yesterday around, what's about to happen. But there were also a lot of celebrities who spoke out about it. Jay Leno was on a talk show, and he was on The Talk on CBS, and he said that he thought that this was a great day for democracy, not because of supporting one candidate or not supporting another candidate, but just because there was no cheating.
I agree.
LeBron actually posted as well. He posted a picture with him and his daughter, and he said, "Heavy on my heart and mind, this AM, my princess. I promise to protect you with everything I have in me and more. We don't need their help." With a bunch of hearts, and he's referring to, he got a little baby girl, and things about to get very real for the women.
That is one of the biggest things that, really does break your heart. Like when I look at my 9-year-old and my 6-year-old and how enthused they were about Vice President Kamala Harris. Like, they'll see me watching CNN and MSNBC or Fox, and they'll come running and be asking me all types of questions. And, they were upset that she lost yesterday. But even just watching, women the last 48 hours, women that I know, very upset, very sad, some breaking down in tears because, it just reminds them that, they always say you got to work twice as hard to get half as much, or you got to be twice as good to get half as much. In these type of situations, you can look at Hillary, you can look at the vice president, say they were 10 times better to get nothing.
Yeah, Hillary won the popular vote. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was talking about that on the way in from the parking lot this morning. I was talking to one of the women that works in the building, and she was saying that as a woman, she didn't really know how to feel. And I was saying, I felt the same way yesterday when we were getting ready for the show. And it was the first time ever, honestly, in my whole life, and I've been voting since I was able to, that I really felt the election. And I'm like, maybe it's because I'm getting older and I'm more like aware, but I was just like, dang, okay. But also Bernie Sanders spoke out yesterday as well too, and a lot of people were on X arguing about what he had posted. Bernie Sanders spoke out and he said that it should come to no great surprise that a Democratic Party which has abandoned working class people would find that the working class people have abandoned them. While the Democratic leadership defends the status quo, the American people are angry and want change, and they're right. People were upset about that.
He's not wrong. He didn't say anything wrong. Democrats need to stop neglecting their base, and they need to stop neglecting working class people. Like you can talk about the economy being good all you want, but when people aren't feeling it in their pockets, everyday working class people aren't feeling it in their pockets, they're gonna feel away.
I hear you. I think that, the people that were upset, especially the black women I saw responding, it was like they felt like Kamala was doing everything that she could to speak to those people. It was kind of like danged if you do, danged if you don't. That was a lot of the sentiment I felt.
He didn't say Kamala though. He said Democrats, and I think that's the problem. Like she's having to deal with a lot of
the party's BS.
Historically, the party has been on some BS, and she's having to deal with that. This is not her. It's not her fault.
And like you said, a lot of people don't understand that. People are saying, the stock market's doing great, this, that, and the other, but
I ain't got no stocks. I don't care.
A lot of people are not invested in the stock market. They don't care about the stock market. They don't care about what's going on in Wall Street.
Are up.
They care about paying for groceries. They care about paying their mortgage, their rent. They care about paying their car note, paying for gas.
Dinner table issues.
Yes.
Right.
And that's if you can afford a dinner table.
And even, I will say too, yesterday when I was watching the arguments on X and then on Instagram and all of that, I'm like, I don't even think people understand how much of a luxury it is to have time to sit on these platforms and argue. Because a lot of people don't even take the time to do that, because in real life, they're just trying to figure things out.
They don't even realize they don't got no job. They don't even realize they don't have no job.
Yo, to not know you don't have a job, it just
they don't
be
even
going
realize
day to day.
it. That's why they don't understand why everybody else upset. They don't even realize they don't have no job. So you listen to the people who are actively out there, trying to find work and maybe can't, and they're feeling the way about it. Even though unemployment is at the lowest it's been in a long time.
Well, speaking about the everyday people, I feel like Cardi B always talks right to the people and how we feeling. She posted a video yesterday, and I was like, okay, sis, heard you. Let's take a listen to Cardi.
Listen, I'm going to let y'all know this right now, okay? So you little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the alone, because I got one more cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up, all right? And that's word to the United States of America. Yeah.
Cardi, don't let these people stress you out, okay?
She gonna be on Twitter arguing.
I believe her. She gonna be on there. Don't play with Cardi.
She gonna light that one cigarette, smoke it down to the brim, and be on there arguing.
There's no need to argue with folks. There's no need to fight with people. Donald J. Trump won, okay? The American people spoke. He's the president of the United States of America. Let's hope for the best. Onward.
Onward, upward.
You know, yeah, onward. Like, what else we supposed to do? It's the holidays, man. We can get back to all this after the inauguration. Okay, I think we all should enjoy the next 74 days because the new normal begins after Inauguration Day. So I think that y'all should enjoy the next 74 days.
Yeah, they just cut down the tree that they're going to put up in Rockefeller Center. They cut that out. It was in New England. They just cut the tree down. So now we start getting into the holiday stuff. Thanksgiving's around the corner.
Yeah, well, I mean, what else?
What you mean they cut the tree down? Rockefeller now got their own tree?
No, they get a tree every year.
They bring in a new tree every year? Why wouldn't they just plant a tree and grow it? All these years, they could have had their own big-ass tree.
It's a whole thing when they,
they cut the tree down. They go to these tree farms, and they find the perfect tree. They cut it down. This one's coming from New England. Then they're driving it 145 miles to Rockefeller Center. Then they light it with 50,000 lights and all that. It's like a big thing.
That's why the earth don't like y'all no more. That's why the earth rebelling right now. That's why it's 90 degrees in November right there, because of stuff like that.
But it's tradition. How long you been living in New York?
I don't like that. They could have built the tree a long time ago.
Built the tree. Build the wall, build the tree.
They could have planted a tree a long time ago and grew a tree. Like, why you got to cut down a tree every year? I'll have a fake tree at this point.
No, you can't have a fake tree in Rockefeller Center, bro.
I'm tired of people cutting down trees, just because for capitalistic reasons.
You don't get real trees?
You wonder why people got so many respiratory issues and all of that type of stuff right now?
It's because of Christmas trees?
It's because people be cutting down trees for capitalistic reasons.
Christmas trees? I was about to say, my mom, we've been cutting down trees forever.
They'll cut down a whole forest and put a Starbucks
in.
You
do?
I don't use a real tree.
I mean, now, because we're older, but when we was kids, it was a tradition to go. We watched the people
we always had a fake tree. We had a fake tree. We used that tree for like 15 years.
I had a rabbit named Eddie. He used to eat all the stuff under the tree. It felt good. It was
the Rockefeller tree big, right?
Yeah,
I ain't tripping. That's what I'm talking about.
It's freaking huge.
I did not know they bought a new one in every year.
So you protesting? You're not going to go see it?
I just want to know what they do with it afterwards. Do they use the wood for other things? That's the problem.
I'm sure they recycle it. I'm sure they recycle the wood. I'm sure, Paul.
I would hope so.
I'm sure.
I didn't know you were such an environmentalist.
I think that we should care about the earth.
Did I say that word right?
Like we are one with the earth. You do know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we give, the earth gives back to us. Like we are one with the earth. So when you wonder why the earth's rebelling and all y'all got all these respiratory issues and things like that, it's because of silliness like this.
Do you litter?
All right, guys.
No.
All right, well. That was Jess with the Mess. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. And also, we're going to open up the phone lines as well. 800-585-1051. I know yesterday, if you were looking online, you see a lot of people that were pissed off, right? If you voted for somebody that somebody else didn't vote for, people were saying, if you voted for Trump, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm blocking you. I'm unfollowing you. Don't call me anymore. Lord. You're a piece of ish. So let's discuss that. 800-585-1051. Do you feel that way?
Oh, Lord.
If a family member, a friend, a partner didn't vote the same way that you voted for, are you not effing with them anymore? Are you not speaking to them anymore?
Grow up.
Let's discuss.
Grow up, everybody.
It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.